Alright, welcome to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars, and today we're going to put in the 1933 project. I'm going to show you how to put a kickdown cable in for 727. Now this is going to apply to 727, 904, A500, A518. That's all the same for shift levers and kickdown cables. But we haven't gotten the shifter yet, but we're going to put the kickdown cable in anyway. But then we'll have to pull a lever off later to put the shift lever back on. But so what we're going to do now is I am going to, let's see, we're going to show you. I just took this thing out of the package. This is a braided, I wonder if I can do this. I'm trying to give you guys the best possible view of everything. So anyway, I took it out of the package, and it comes like this, So first thing you got to do, this is your bracket. So now we have to take the Allen screw out of here. Let's see, can you see that all? I don't know if I zoom in a little bit. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, anyway, we have to get this bracket off of here. Now the only way is either take the cable from this end, or from this end. But now when you take this apart, it comes with a couple Allen keys in a little bag. So you got to figure out which one you got. And now when you take this out, you don't want to fray this. So you're going to take it out nice and easy, like so. And I don't know why they do this, but then you pull that off of there, and set that off to the side, and put this back on. Now here's where you don't want to fray this. So open that Allen set screw a little bit more, and gently put it in until it stops. Then tighten the sucker back up again. Hopefully. Okay, so hope to God. Okay. So now this is the side that goes to the transmission. Okay? And we'll get to that in a minute. And then I'll show you how to adjust it and everything. So now looks like we're ready to bring her down, boy. Bring her down. Pull on that a little bit, not like reef on it, so it doesn't take super strength to turn the lever. And bring these tools over to the car. I'll be right back. There's going to be a transmission tube. I'm going to show you a flexible one, how to put that in. So here's your kickdown lever. Lever and bolts. I painted this morning. I cleaned it up and painted it, so this is where it's going to be attached to. So let's get things set up under the car. Okay, I wanted to show you something before we go underneath the car. Running your cable. I'm going to take the tranny side. You know it's going to be mounted right here. So the cable's going to have to run this way and then down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shove the cable trying to find a spot where I can get it down. Okay. It's going to go down to the passenger side first. And then we're going to lay it right there. I know it's got to go this way. Okay, so then I got to flip it over to tranny. What I can do for now to hold this all unclip the throttle springs, lay them off to the side. I'm going to take this nut off here if I can. And just put it where it's got to go here on the car. We'll get to that later. I need something to kind of hold this all together while I work with it. Okay? Now it's just going to hold it up so it don't fall down to the floor. So now, you got the cable running there. You can kind of see it. You know, right now it's not in place. You can see it's kind of behind the distributor. It goes down between the firewall and the tranny. Okay? So now let's just leave that alone for now. Let's get underneath the car. Alright, so now we're underneath the car here. It's very tight right now. I put the tranny lines on so I could start the motor for a minute. So now I'm having a hell of a time. I might have to take the tranny line off. Get my hand up there. I got a piece of protective tape on the... Oh God, I'm gonna have to take that off, pardon me. Yeah. Yep, we gotta take this tranny line off. I need a 1/2 inch and I believe I need a 5/8. So I'm gonna go get that stuff. I'll put you guys on pause for a minute. Alright, it turns out I don't have to take the lines off because I can reach through the top. So now what I'm gonna do here is, you see this is your kickdown. Okay. Now you see on this side it's got like a half moon. This side it's round. The round side goes down like this. Okay. And then that half moon gets caught in the top of the thing. Okay? So it's got a lever like a radio knob, you know. So now what we'll do is, since this has got to go like this, now let's run the cable first. Because what I want to do is I'm going to hook the end of the cable onto it, because otherwise it's going to be a bear to try to do that. And the wind is nuts outside. We're supposed to have 60-mile-per-hour winds today. I might have to quit severe weather is occurring. I'm a storm spotter too, so I gotta keep my eye open for anything that I might see. Now I ran the cable. You seen how we ran it down, and I ran it to the passenger side. Now I'm going to drape it back over the tranny again. This is the fastest and easiest way I found. But I'm pretty tight here on room, so. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so there's the cable. Now what's going to happen is this bracket right here. Oh, and the hole ain't big enough. I gotta take that off of there again. Drill that hole bigger way it looks to me. Japanese again, that hole ain't big because it's gotta go. Let's see now, which one? It's either this one or this upper one. Goes to the tail shaft. It mounts, you know, like this, you know. So, but it'll be up here though. I don't know if you can see this, but. Okay, well I know that ain't gonna work. The damn hole's too small. I gotta take that to the drill. Maybe I can get the drill under here while taking it apart again. Well, let's do this first. Let's go and let's mount her. Okay, remember now, like I explained to you, the half moon goes up, okay? See the half moon? See the round? So it's going to be on the transmission like this, operating parallel with the transmission. So what we want to do is this will come up from the top. I wonder if I should get a washer for that. So then, remember what I said, half moon up, circle down. So then we want to put this on here. Maybe I should use, I think I'm going to go grab a couple washers, guys. It didn't come with any, but I gotta put you guys on pause. I gotta get up again. Boy, it is just blowing outside, guys. I'm a little concerned. I think I'm gonna run out of power here. Okay, half moon up, circle down, and then and the lever goes from the top, the half moon side. Okay, let's throw the stainless steel washer on there. Half moon up, so the lever will look like this. Okay. Then let's throw stainless steel washer on the bottom, and it's got a nylock for a nut, so we don't need a lock washer. See, the reason why it goes from the top, I think it's 10mm, by the way. Oh, my arms are sore, guys. Yeah, I've got nothing to hold that in here. Looks to be about an 8mm. So the nut is a 10mm. So here's what we got going so far. Yeah, you could pop this off of there. Okay, you can pop these apart like a throttle. Okay, but the problem is with that is that try getting that sucker back on up there when you don't have no room. So we're going to do this all down here, you know. So let's just going to be 10. So then, let's see here. I need an 8mm, don't I? What am I doing here? I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, guys. Hang on. Oh, neighbor's tree, I think, just blew down. Did something go crack and can't even stick my head out the door. It's like a... I'm going to have to show you guys that. It's just impressive right now. It's associated with that severe weather they're having. So I guess one side is 10 and the other side is 5/16. Okay. There, see now I took it off the cable, I just spun it off. But yeah, you can see that now. Now when it's on the tranny, it's going to be like this. This is going to be like this. This will go back to the cable. So that way it pulls it and kicks it down. It'll be like this. Hopefully you understand. So now the next step. Now the bottom here is all adjustable. Okay, here. Oh God. My arms are sore, guys. Trying to show this all, trying to do my best I possibly can, and it's difficult. Okay, so anyway, let's get this started back on here. Now I'm going to take this jam nut, I'm going to bring it all the way to the end here, like that. Then I'm going to take this and spin this till it jams. If it does. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to back it up about halfway. Okay, I know where halfway is, you guys can measure. I've done this so many times already that right there it's halfway. I'm going to take the jam nut, I'm going to jam that back up again. What is going on here? Oh, I can't believe I can only work for just a couple minutes and then I'm screwed again. Okay. Okay. Now, what size is all this? Nothing matches. You can always tell when you get something from China. But these cables, I haven't had a problem with them from China. Not these cables. The dipstick tubes, they suck. But I won't buy them. I'll buy them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to... Okay, I got everything in the wrong hands. My arms are just shot. I might have to take a break here to get everything going again. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to hold the jam side, if you can see that, which you probably can, you know. And I'm going to, holy cow. Okay, here we go. Let's get her done. Okay, now. Okay, we jam that. Now here's what we got going. Okay. Okay, so now the next thing is this. Now, the kickdown cable has to go on the transmission. Half moon up, like that. Okay. This is a little confusing. Half moon up. Circle down, like just like that. Okay. Then we want the cable going this way. So it'll be just like that, it'll look. Now, I want to reach above the transmission line here. You want to be careful too with wires and other stuff. I'll fall through there. There. Can I bring it through there? Probably not. Nope. Wow. And by the way, don't put your transmission lines on first. I never do, but I did so I could start the motor. I don't want my transmission fluid spitting everywhere. That's the reason why you see that now. Okay. Now, half moon's gonna have to be up on the water picks anyway. Get you guys right up in there. Let's see. Transmission line in the way again? Probably. No. I need light up in there though. Ooh, there it is, right there. See it? Now how can I get you guys some light there? Probably can't. Probably just a mess trying to. How long that'll sit there. So now you can see the little half moon up there. You can see it on there. That's the shift shaft right there. So now we're going to try to put that on that. Now half moon goes up, circular goes down. Okay. I'm going to reach through the top. I'm going to go back up and I'm going to try to reach through and try to grab all this stuff. Try to make it happen. You probably won't see nothing because my hand will be in the way, but then when I pull my hand out, you'll see it's on there. Okay? Let's give it a shot. Never put your transmission lines on first. This is what you end up with, a mess. Okay, I got it. Okay, did you see it? Huh? Did you see it? Did you see it? Okay, so there it is. Now, when I pushed that lever down with the half moon up again, circle down, when I pushed that down, I could feel the top of the knob come through that half moon like a radio knob, you know? And then I pushed down until it stopped. Okay? So now I know it's in position. But now, normally this is where I would tighten it up. Okay? I'd reach through with a 1/4" socket and a 1/4" drive, you know, and stuff. And what is that, 7/16 I think inside. You know what? Maybe I will tighten that up anyway. Screw it. When I get the shifter, I'll have to just fight it to take it off again. Actually, I won't crank on it because, see, that's got to come back off because the shift lever has to go on here. So, because the shift lever goes right here where the smooth surface, this round surface is right here, where the tip of my finger is. So that lever has to come off again so you can put the shift lever on. So we're doing this all in reverse, you know. But what do I know? That's all we can do. Now, alright. So what I like to do when I tighten these up, I like to use both hands. But the transmission lines are in my way again. So and obviously the ratchet's going the wrong direction. It's just hard for me to work, you know. Nobody else, it's just me. Nobody else has to worry about it. But, okay, so now, there we go. Okay. Now I gotta do something with this because I need the room to work here. I think we should back that and zoom off a little bit. It's like now you can see maybe the lever working. Okay, when it goes back all the way like this, you know, then it's full shift down. It goes, you know, it shifts down. You like my expression? I'm really good, ain't I? So now what we do is we find out that right here will be the most comfortable spot. So it's going to be this bolt right here. We gotta take out. So let's take this out now. Okay. Get out. Get out. Come on, bolt. Get out. Oh wait, I gotta take it out, don't I? I gotta do it. Okay. It just won't happen on its own. So let's crack that bolt loose. What the heck? Oh wait, I rebuilt this tranny a while back, didn't I? Yeah, actually it was on the channel. This is the transmission out of the Challenger. I think I got a whole video on rebuilding this if I'm right. Pull the bolt out. There it is. Oh, that's right. We gotta drill this. Oh, I forgot all about that. See that frickin' Japanese shit again. Oh, God, I gotta drill that out. Okay, I gotta put you guys on pause while I go get a vice grip and a drill and a bit and this and the cutting torch and the microwave, the stove, the refrigerator, the sink. What else did I forget? Oh, I need a pipe wrench. I need this to drill that hole out. That hole up there, right there. Gotta drill that. So I'll be right back after I grab all that equipment. Okay, so I'm back. And by the way, drill it out to 3/8. 3/8 hole. And do it before you put the cable in, okay? Not like me here. I didn't bother examining it, so it's kind of my fault. but now it's a bitch. Oh. Oh. Well, what the heck is going on here now? Can't hold it steady enough to. The drill bit wants to eat through it already. Oh, come on. Well, yeah. It's only a stress on me here. Not the Japanese. Not anybody else. The only way it's going to get done is if I get it done. Oh, and I almost broke my wrist. That's eating its way through it. Dang it, I wish I would have noticed that before I put the cable in here. But hey, you know, what the heck, you know what I mean? Got it. Well, my arm's gone. Oh. What the heck? Well, we gotta figure where this going on. Through here, over to Grandma's house, through the woods. I pulled the cable over the tranny, which I didn't want to do. Oh gosh, I tell ya. Let me check the bolt. Okay. I'll put the bolt through it. Put this back up here. We'll start the bolt. Okay. Try to push this back over the tranny if I can. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now we'll tighten up that bolt again here. This is where we want to align it. Not adjust it, but align it. See, the lever's bent the wrong direction there, so I'll have to bend that back. So that was on backwards too. What does that tell you? You should double check shit before you just throw it in, right? Okay, torque to 20 foot-pounds. You heard the click in my shoulder, didn't you? Okay, that was 20 foot-pounds. Bracket's facing the wrong direction. That should have been taken off and flipped. Too late. We'll bend it. We're doing good here, guys. Everything's going backwards. Make sure you put your transmission lines in first, so that way they're in your way. And then make sure this nut here is tightened, which you can't see. Fastens it through the bracket. Now I probably don't have no metric wrenches under there for that, right? Or do I? Probably not. Right. Yeah, I'm getting 0 here. Well, I'm getting there, but it's fighting every dang direction here. Okay. What size is that? 14? Not even a 9/16 to save my soul. Okay, I gotta go get another wrench, I guess. Let's see, can you see that somehow? Nope. Okay. Now that hole was bigger, so I know what the problem was already. Whoever put this together, this clamp on here, it should have been turned around the opposite way, then it would have had the right size hole. See how this moves around? So always look at those Japanese things when they put stuff together. Don't make assumptions like I just did, because I'm the one that's paying the price right now. Oh yeah, that's definitely what the whole problem was. No quality control here. But that's fine. This will still work. Okay. So now what happened is that I had to drill this hole bigger because this was reversed, the bracket. And then second wall, then it was bent the wrong way. Well, that was because it was flipped. So it was reversed and flipped the wrong direction, 180 off. My mistake. I guess they were okay. It's my fault. So is it gonna hurt us? No. Just in the assembly site. Now I gotta align this. So I gotta bend this back that way. I want to align it to my shift point here. So I gotta bend it a little bit more. One more thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see it tipped. Wonder if I can take a vice grip and bend that sucker. All I gotta do is cog it a little bit. I gotta get my arms in there again. So yeah, always make sure. There we go. There. Now the bracket's 180 different. But you see, I don't know if you can see this. Here's where the shifter lever is, and then it's pointing right at the bracket. So the cable, on the cable, if my hand is outside sheathing, you can't see it, and my finger is, it's not running crooked, it's running straight into the hole like this. Oh yeah, yep, just like this. Okay. So it's parallel, the end of the cable, parallel at the end of the cable to the parallel to the shift point. So the cable's not crooked going through the sheathing. As you wear out the sheathing, you want it kind of pointing at one another. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. And later on we may have to put a spring on this. Okay, I've had to put springs on them. So I'll run a spring from the lever to keep it forward. A light spring, not a heavy spring. A real light one, so it repels it forward again. Or sometimes they sit here and they dance like this, going down the highway. So, but yeah. So, let's see if it works, kind of. You tell me if it's working. So as you give it throttle, it increases pressure to the drive piston in the transmission, like this, till it's maxed out, which is right there. So you want to have this on Mopar transmissions. Everybody else say, oh, they're junk. No, they're not. They're actually a pretty good transmission. The problem is with it is they don't hook these cables up. So the more throttle you give the motor, the more horsepower the motor makes. It allows more piston pressure to happen, so it keeps the clutch packs tight. Okay? Allows more piston pressure, hydraulic pressure on it to keep the frictions from being loose. If you don't hook this cable up, the piston can't slide forward and tighten up the clutch packs. Then the transmission burns up, and then you say, oh, fucking Mopar transmissions are junk. Because of your own stupidity. When I was a kid, I ran them with shift cables. Back then, we didn't have the cable yet. We just had the mechanical arms, and then you had to adjust all that. But you want, when your throttle is full bore down to the woods, you want this lever all the way back. Okay? So you got full pressure on the transmission. So it allows the transmission to tighten up and hold the horsepower that the motor is producing. Okay? I'll show you more of that later. So yeah, so anyway, so we're done down here, but now we're going to pause from this for a minute. Since I'm under here working, I'm going to do something else. Now later we're putting a GPS speedometer in here. Okay? So we don't need the speedometer gear anymore. Okay? So we got to delete for that. Let me grab it. As soon as I find it. So here it is. It's called a thermometer delete. They're the same for 904, 727, A500, A518. They're all the same. So we're going to install that quick while we're under here. Might as well you take the use time while we're here. So now let's take out the old thermometer. Okay, I already took the gear out because I needed a gear for another car. So, but we got to take the housing out. We got to get rid of it. So let's what size is that? That's half inch. Okay, I got it. I think I got it. So let's pause on the shift down cable just for a minute. I'll show you how to replace this, okay? I think I got half the toolbox on here, by the way. So let's pull out the adjuster bolt that holds the clamp, or the clamp bolt, I should call it. I rebuilt a lot of Mopar trannies in my time. I know a lot about them. I'm not trying to say I got a big head here, but I'm just trying to teach you stuff that I learned. So now here's the clamp. We don't need that. We'll save it though. Don't throw it away. And then here's the bolt. We'll see once this might pop out because it was out. Okay, yep, it did. Okay, so there it is. So we don't need that now. What we do need to wipe this off. Make sure it's clean. Alright, then we take our thermometer delete. And we'll throw just a small amount of Vaseline on the O-ring. Make sure the O-ring's on there like that. See that? And make sure that we put over excessive amount. I just said a little bit. Okay. I use Vaseline to put transmissions together. But small amounts, okay? Not like I just plastered this full. And now I don't have a bolt that's really long, but normally in this hole here, I'll use a longer bolt to help guide this in. So I'm going to try to use the small one here. Because you got to clock it, but I can kind of see, get that kind of in position, get her bolt started. Okay, and then we just want to kind of push this in, get it started. Okay, like that. Take the butt end of the ratchet. Remember, we got the bolt started here. You don't want to crank it tight, or you'll bust this ear off. Hit that in till it's done. Which it feels like it is, but I'll give it a couple of love taps. Okay. Love Yeah, just for the hell of it. Because what that does is it prevents the leaks and the okay. Now I don't know what the torque rating is on that bolt, but I know what it is in my brain because I've done 50 of them, maybe. I don't know. We'll just check it out, make sure it's sealed, which it is. It's up against the stop here. You'll see that. Bolt's tight. Okay. Our speedometer has been officially deleted because on the new gauges they got GPS. Okay. Now the global positioning system actually is the best way to go because it's right on the money. Sometimes I've noticed when I go underneath bridges, sometimes, once in a while, then the speedometer will just like go dead for a second. Probably a reception problem. Okay, so now we got our speedometer cable in. Speedometer cable. No. We got our speedometer delete in. We just put that in. And we have our kickdown cable in. Okay. Take you kind of on a tour. You can see how it's mounted there in the tranny, the cable. You can see how it's on the shifter. Now later on that'll have to come off because I got to put the shift cable in yet. You should work your way out. Never work your way in. So anyway, you can kind of see that. And the cable's run over the top of the tranny there. It's laying on top. You know? Okay, so now let's pause this for a minute while I get set up on top, and we'll install it on the top, the cable. So, okay. Excuse me. Jesus. Alright. Now we're on the top here. Wow. Playing the card in the Elder Broken. Overpriced. Everybody's got one sitting in the shed carburetor. Okay. I like them. I don't hate them. Might sound like I do, but I don't. I don't know why the 500s are so damn expensive. I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay, now this bracket's on backwards already. I can see that. Oh, I tell you. Well, it's time to plan this out now. Okay, that'll be mounted there. No, sure it is. Everything's on backwards. Okay, so this is what we gotta do now here. Need some tools. We gotta find them all. I got a big pile of tools down here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this guy up a little bit. Gotta take this bracket off of here. Put it on right. Let's take this off. This is where it's crucial, because the fray on the end, you can get this thing frayed up and then all of a sudden the cable is just screwed. That's why I don't like taking this apart, but I have to. I have no choice because it's put together wrong. Pull it all apart. Everything's got to come off. Okay, lay that down for now. Now, where I cheat here is I'm going to cut the end of this off. So it's like a half moon. So I can slide it in there. Because if I take this apart, I'll guarantee you I'll fray the cable and the throttle cable won't work. Okay? So I'm pulling this nut off here. So I can pull this off. Okay? And then this bracket, you see this hole here? It's going to go through that hole there. See the two holes? You can see how that would work. So I'll be right back in a second here. Okay. So you can see what I did. Okay? And if you choose to take the cable apart, go ahead. But if it frays, don't blame me. What size were those now? 14, I think. Now I got the throttle. Okay, so now we're going to take our half moon thing and hopefully it fits in there. Oh, I got to take a little bit more off again. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we got that there. Now let's get our screw in here. We put it through that other little hole. Only through. See, that's going to help lock it down. So So I don't think you have to worry about that thing falling off. I don't think anyway. Now I don't have a wrench for this, I suppose. I do. Okay. Tighten that one up first. See what Allen wrench I took. Okay. Got that in there. Now, I'm going to tighten up the throttle one again on this end. Wrap it around that. Need another wrench, I believe. Oh, I need another 14mm. Where did I go with that one? Almost seems like it's 13. No, let's just try it. Okay. Okay, so that's tightened up again. Now, okay, we need the end of the cable. Yeah, look at that. It wants to free already. Gotta be so darn careful. Put our slider on there. Slider goes just like this. Nice and gentle. And our stop. Nice and gentle. Just kind of snug that up a little bit. ay, ay. Grab a wrench for this nut here and stuff. Okay. So I got 14 wrenches out, and none of them are the right size. I'll be right back. Okay. So nut on this one is 11 millimeter now. Normally you should pop this out of there, but sometimes I pop them out and they break. So I take a needle nose pliers and I grab them on the side like this. Then I tighten up that 11 millimeter. Okay. Okay, so we got that done. Now, the next step is we can put our springs back on. Okay. This could be a bear. Come on, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna put them on wrong. I gotta look at my spring pattern. Hang on a minute. Okay, it looks like I'm doing it right. I'm just gotta, this could be a little bit of a fight. Maybe I should put them on there first, huh? I can get them both on there. Big one is. Oh, come on now. Got the big one where the small one's gotta be, and I got the small one where the big one's gotta be. There we go. Now here it fits a little different. I think that'd be a problem. Okay, so now tighten that up. I'll tighten this. Won't be good. I think it did. Well, it did not. Okay, that's tight. We didn't tighten it up because I got to adjust it yet. Man, am I running backwards today, guys. I have no coffee today. Maybe that's the whole problem. How we want it to snug. Because now here's the adjustment. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing full throttle. Like this. There, she's down to the woods. Then you want to look and see. Then you want the arm down there maxed out as well. So what we'll do now here, hopefully you can see this, I'll max, okay, that's maxed out now. So now you can see where that adjuster has to go. Okay? So what we want to do, find the right Allen wrench. Have your assistant help you hold everything. Wait, I don't have one. So what we'll do is we'll go right about there, I think it was. Alright. Max out the throttle. Max out the thing. That's still way off here. I'm looking down there. I got vantage point I can go by here. Okay. I guess I was way off, wasn't I? Okay, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know when. Now it's directly before they're falling apart. It's nice to have assistants working on somebody else's cars. Okay. Put that up there in case I need her again. I probably will. Set this up here. Push that on there. Max throttle. So everything's maxed out right there, so we want to go right there. And have your assistant hold one thing for you. Okay. Well, I can smell gas. I just pumped that motor full of gas like you wouldn't believe. Okay. Now, what will happen here is you'll give her, and it's not going to shift. You're going to find that out. Okay? So what we got to do now here, what is going on with this now? Oh, I see. pumping her full gas, Dale. That's all I can do, buddy. Okay. Somehow I reversed my springs again. There we go. Now we're good. Okay, so like I say, when you jibber, you're going to find out it's not going to shift right. So what we got to do now, we got to have, all we want, when this thing's full throttle, have that shift lever almost maxed out. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3/16 of play well, I guess I got it already, don't I? Okay, we're going to leave it alone. We're going to adjust it when we drive the car. It's not going to want to shift, I don't think, but it's going to be off about that much, I think. I can almost predict it already. So let's take that adjustment into account right now then. Now we're going to adjust that over by the right here. Okay. Which I just did. I brought the cable that way. Now we'll snug that up. We're not going to cut this off. At least not yet. The goal of this whole thing is when you got this thing floored down to the woods, you want the maximum pull on the cable on the shifter so it tightens up the bands, okay? So the pistons can tighten up the bands and the clutches. And then if you find out it doesn't shift, it doesn't come back out of second gear when you're doing 55 and you lay off the throttle until you lay off way, then you know you got to adjust this thing looser. You'll have to bring this down this way so this is looser. This doesn't kick in so fast. When it doesn't want to shift, you got too much on it. Okay? When you got too much on it, it won't want to shift. So you want to back this off a little bit. Either do adjustment here or right here. Back this off a little bit so you got a little play. So the throttle can work, and then after that certain degree, that detent pressure, they call it detent pressure, by the way. So we're going to leave it now the way it is. It's going to need adjustment when we drive the car. But sitting here like this, it's perfect. Okay? So anyway, let's give you guys a close-up here. You can kind of see how that is. So yeah, so there it is. So anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. Later on, when we start driving the car, we'll be doing adjustments, and then I'll show you how to adjust that. But I think you get the idea. You know, I'm sure you guys do. You're smart. I'm smart. You're smart. Makes us all stupid. Oh, I mean, all smart, I should say. So, okay? No, I'm just trying to be funny, guys, that's all. No, nobody's stupid here. Everybody's smart. But, I guess please like and subscribe, guys, and, yeah, stay weather aware, I guess. There's some bad weather out here right now. boy, down by Oklahoma and Mississippi and Missouri and Reed Timmer and the gang, they're chasing stuff down there. A whole bunch of chases. There's a lot of chases. It seems like if a storm pops up, it starts to twist you right away. So, but be careful if you're out there chasing, guys. But love to all. Be safe. God bless. Things are kind of crazy right now in the world. But please subscribe. Please subscribe if you can. I sure appreciate it. So I can keep this going. I don't want to stop doing this. If this helped you out today, well, then it helped you out. I'm glad it did, if it did. And if it didn't, well, leave a comment. Maybe I can help you. I'm willing to help people all the time, guys, gals, whoever you are, wherever you are. I try to help everybody. So, I love everybody, man. You know, I don't care who the heck you are. What the world needs right now, some love. But, yeah, I'm not going to get all emotional on anybody. You guys take care. Have a great day. Be safe. And God bless. Bye-bye.